Damn, it's hard to remember being so great. I'm always losing control, especially during a pandemic. All right, it's the Yeah Come On show, and I'm Southside Steve. Under me or across from me, or however you're viewing this, is my co-host Brett Barney with a lovely tennis scene behind him. And then with the greatest rock and roll band of all time, it's the on now, Tyler Maynard with Journey. And to the left, pure hotness. We'll introduce her in just a second, but she is our special guest for the Yeah Come On show today. Good God. Brought to you by Circle 285. Give them a call after you look up their phone number at Circle 285 and look at changing your insurance situation. Also, money tight, money weird, not sure what to do, oxygenfinancial.com, and Ridgeline Counseling. David Markwell, psychiatrist, which I have used, and that's why I'm so sane. Give him a call with two locations, Atlanta and way up in the damn mountains. It is the Yeah Come On show. And in our backgrounds, we have, a scene of me in my underwear rolling on Mousetrap. It's a little bit of jackass for you here this morning on the.
Is that one of your more questionable decisions? You know?
Yeah. That was stupid. And I have
so
stupid.
many Zoom backgrounds that we can use with you.
I have done dumb things that were never photographed. Thank God that was the 80s and the 90s. But yes, my career in radio from about 96 on, there's a lot of pictures you can draw from as I was the worst Atlanta stunt man.
I will shit myself for this show.
I will. And let me tell you, I have marks on my back that have not gone away from the mousetrap. So they hurt, they pinch, and I don't know why I still have scars from them, but I have about 2 or 3. I got lit up. I don't know where you got that, but
it's called Google.
What do? You Google me and that crap comes up?
Yeah.
The internet is permanent. Yeah.
All right, Brett, do you have any come-oners, or are we going to proceed to a fabulous introduction of our guest here today?
I said we don't waste time. It's weird times. She's already here. Let's go.
All right, well, let's rip it. Right now, you're looking at Balance Salon and Boutique's owner, the fabulous CJ. She is the radio stylist queen. She has done shows like The Burt Show. She's done Kicks, and she's done This Rock and Roller for about 6-7 years now. And she is the best when it comes to hair for those that aren't on camera, but she's also best for hair for those that walk around town. You want to look fabulous? You go to Balance Salon. The Balance Salon located in the Park Place Shopping Center, right between Cafe Intermezzo and Alon's Bakery. Right there across from Perimeter Mall off Ashford Dunwoody. That's where she is, the lovely CJ.
Thank you. Everyone have a seat, please.
Yes.
We got the live band, we got the audience.
We do. I like the fact that you busted out some sunglasses. That's what we do on the Yeah Come On show.
Why? They were right here. I'm like, well, I'm going to join these guys.
Yep. It's something we do because we're normally under bright lights, and we've come to the realization we all look better in sunglasses.
Sometimes a hat even helps more for me.
Well, you know what? You're not kidding. Where's my – I'm right there with you, Brett Barney, because I got to cover up the grays. Why? Because I haven't seen this beautiful lady since the pandemic started.
4 weeks, 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's been at least that. I am just going pretty gray, but nothing that we've never seen before. I've taken my time getting in, but CJ takes care of me about every 7 weeks at the latest. 8 weeks would be the latest, and we're there. But I understand you get to go back to work.
I do want to say thank you very much, you guys, for having me on. We've been wanting to do this for so long. And I do want to say thank you to Governor Kemp and his entire team for their leadership and all that they're doing. And during these times, they're working their butts off to make things easier and more, want to say thank you to the governor for believing in small businesses and owners and handing us the opportunity to be the first step to bringing Georgia's economy back slowly and stronger.
All right. Well, is it slowly or is it not? I know I voted for Kemp. I make no mistake about it. I like a guy that cocks a shotgun on his daughter's boyfriend. I thought that was pretty slick. But I also dig a Republican. That's no secret either, you know. Hey, I liked Kennedy. I never met the man. I wasn't alive when he was alive, but I damn sure would have voted for him. That'd probably been the only Democrat ever. But yeah, there you go. So for me, I've kind of talked about on our morning show, Bailey and Southside, that I thought maybe he acted a little early. I'm glad because of you. I want you back to work. I want people back to work. I get the hair thing.
You're not going back normal, are you? I'm sorry. You're only seeing one person at a time or what?
I see all four of you.
No, I mean, at the salon.
At the salon. We can have probably up to 4 stylists in my salon we're gonna distance probably 6 to 8 feet.
Okay.
So that way it's in kind of working a wide bowling alley. So at each point and just kind of work one-on-one and shortening the time with the clients, you know, none of small talk. Let's just get this going. Let's keep it moving. So it's going to be a slow opening, you know, little by little, just follow the rules.
Do you think that the governor was a little quick? I'm okay with the hairstylist thing. I'm on the fence on the gym thing. I probably would not have done that one. And I definitely don't understand the bowling alley thing at all. But as far as estheticians, as far as hairstylists, anybody that's wearing a mask, like, you know, going in and getting your feet done, fingernails done, if somebody's in a mask already, I think that's probably okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, and anything where you're making appointments for sure. Like
I thought is
but I mean the bowling.
No, definitely not. And I'm not going to be in a restaurant on Monday. I don't know about you, but
people in bowling alleys and gyms, a lot of them make minimum wage. Why would they care to properly wipe everything down? I'm just being honest. I've made minimum wage before. Like, you hit a point at first where you're like, I'm doing this because it's right, but over time you're just gonna be like, fuck it.
You skip.
If the employees come back, I mean, they're making, you know, enough money and in unemployment, you know, with all this going on, if they have the people to work there, you know, that will be an eye-opener.
Now, CJ, Balance Salon is open. I know you have like 2 shifts of girls that come in. So what are going to be your hours, you think, or do you know during this slow open?
We'll be open 7 days a week, but I'll have 4 10-hour shifts, no splitting anymore. So just that way we can just roll with this as things hopefully lighten up, you know, prayers out there. But be open 7 days a week. And just try to accommodate to the consumer as much as possible.
We're all working, like, you know, Tyler's at home. He's not working at Oxygen Financial right now. And then Brett Barney is having to work we're not even working. He's furloughed.
Unemployment.
Yeah, which scares me. I think you're making more money than you should. But, you know, whatever. I'm happy for you.
You're a slacker.
I'm working from home. So, CJ, you have an answering machine. You have not turned off the Balance Salon answering machine. How backed up are you? And once Kemp made the statement, as a hairdresser, as a salon owner, what happened? Did you just get jumped like crazy, or people a little hesitant?
Oh, yeah. Our phones are blowing up, emails, Facebook, everything. They respond to it. They just want to throw us. We've had probably maybe like $2,000 in gift card sales just to support and just holding their spot.
Hello, Balance Salon. We're cutting and coloring. Get your ass in here. Yeah.
If you don't take that and make that your answering machine, you messed up.
It's like a telethon over there, huh?
Hey, it's Balance Salon. We're sexy and we don't wear bras. Hello? No more bras at Balance Salon. Come see us.
Whatever it takes.
We are using our bras to cover our mouths so that we don't pass this along. So come see us and get your hair colored.
I am going to use a cup of one of my push-ups.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is
just straps. I mean, that's what it is, pretty much. Why not put a little lace around it?
I like it. I figured. Now, my 2 boys on the bottom, are y'all worried about hair issues or the getting to the salon? Or y'all go to
me, bro.
Okay. All right. What about
I need a shave if anything, but
what about the barber? Let's talk about the barber versus the beautician and where a man should go. Because right now I get beat up on the radio for going to see CJ at Balance. But it's funny, I'll be there and I'll look over to my left. There's Bert from the Bert Show, but he's not getting beat up. Why? Because female listeners. I'm like, Bert's ass is in here. But now for
you have
Brett,
to move aside real quick. What does that review say?
Brett, you look like one of those horrible Sam's cuts or whatever those bargain cuts, or you go to a barber.
This is a review for your bar, Steve, that he has in the background. I've trolled the dirtiest back alleys in Bangkok, the nastiest canals in Amsterdam. Yet I have never discovered a more redneck, smoke-filled, and disgusting bar as Southside Steve's here in the deep south. Oh, my God. What does he say? My clothes smell like what? Smoke, and I need a shower. Oh my.
Here's the funny thing, and CJ was around when I had my bar. Here's the deal. I had it just the way I wanted for 3 years. My partner bailed. No smoking, no nothing. Then I got new partners. Then I got pressured to get away from the smoking, the bandit theme, and go more like urban, which is, that's when I knew I was like headed for trouble. And then smoking because people were upset they couldn't smoke. And I hated it. I totally hated it. But we put in a system that didn't really help. But yes, the last year and a half, you could smoke at Southside Steve's, and that's when I knew my soul was scratched and I would have to close this bar because I hate cigarette smoke. But that's funny you brought that up.
Oh, I have a bunch of them. But based off of Yelp reviews asking CJ this, I mean, or both you guys, technically you're both small business owners. How much do they affect your day-to-day?
What?
A Yelp review, a bad Yelp review.
Honestly, I respond to a lot of them, or my admin does. And honestly, we just give the honest truth back, and people like to hear the respond, or you can pretty much tell when you click on their head, that's the person, giving a Yelp review to like Home Depot or to like, just the stupidest places. So I've come in saying, oh, how was your visit at Home Depot kind of thing. So that way it kind of retracts it back. Hopefully people can just laugh at it, but there's always just that weirdo out there,
Yeah, there are haters. Get out of the way for a second, Brett. Let me see the rest of it. What did I, $7.50 for a watered down Captain and Coke? Okay, let me tell you why I know that's not true. Because my bartender, we poured so heavy. I never got the right amount of shots out of a bottle. Not once, not ever in 5 years. My girls would do anything for a tip, and pouring out my liquor was definitely one of the things they did. $7.50, you're damn right. That's a premium. And I had a huge Captain Morgan statue in my bar, and I had to pay for it, so I got to pay that back some way. So eat me.
My thoughts on Yelp reviews are this. I've never gone anywhere and had a great time and been like, I need to go on Yelp and write about how great an experience I had. I've only ever thought about doing it after a bad experience. And one time, a few X's ago, I took this girl to, and I'll name it, Gun Show down on the Southside.
Oh, yeah.
And we were eating at Gun Show, and it's community tables. And it was just the two of us, a couple to my right, a couple to my left. And the girl to my left, we were all just talking. And I was like, oh, what do you do? And she goes, I'm a food critic. I was like, oh, who do you write for? She goes, Yelp. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Those are the people that leave these reviews.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? There's also jealousy. Like when I went down there, everybody thought, okay, there's a millionaire in the neighborhood. And there were no bars that you would recognize. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, no, I'm here to help the South Side, dude. This is where I live. I could have gone to Noonan, but I came here because things were a little cheaper, and here I am. But there were no, I think, chain bars. There was only one, I think, $3 cafe. Everything else was just George's Pub or Billy's Bar or whatever. And they were freaked out. So they just started coming at me. CJ, in your business, when it comes to hair cutting, who would you say is your biggest competitors? Because I know the level you cut at. I know it's right here. And I also know that the level that you cut at and the classes that you send your girls to, and the fact that you are totally with the changes, whatever's hip, whatever's going on, you know about it the second it's going on. So it's not like you're giving dated cuts or anything, but I know people have a reputation of being those oh, we're New York and Atlanta, and they charge a lot more. So who's your competition and who are your haters?
I mean, I don't really think like that. I guess, it's tough. Social media is real tough to always just kind of switch. It's always changing. What's the hottest? What's, how do we get in their pants that way? But social media is my biggest.
Hey-o.
Wait, are we talking about getting in somebody's pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, come out. By the way, CJ's dating. That just happened.
Feeling
That girl. That girl.
Mr. Nasty time.
Dating.
Oh, Mr.
You better be glad I'm married, CJ-ness. No, but I got to tell you also, CJ employs the most beautiful girls. I walk in there and I'm like, oh my God, why are you cutting hair? You should be modeling. But they're also very, very sweet. And I know that your cuts, the thing I like about Balance Salon is I'm going to get the so-called, air quotes, buckhead cut for a lot less. You're smart that way. Right. And I think, how would you explain your business? Is that your business model to basically give people the best for a little less?
Yeah. And it's all based on, I like a good fight. Really, it's in negotiating your lease. So being over there and just, being a good tenant and, playing by the rules and just coming in and negotiating, you're able to keep that price tiered down. When you're in Buckhead in that type of property, you're triple that. I mean, the rent can just be, just out of control. So just having a good relationship, which I do at Park Place, and I love it over there. It's such a landmark of Atlanta that it's going to be around for a long time. But really, honestly, the truth is I negotiate that lease to the core. Like I come in punching, fighting. So I'm able to keep that price down. So
and that's a great thing, about a business. Some people don't even know why Southside closed. One reason is I bought the bar for 1.4, financing it for the rest of my effing life.
We talked about that, yeah. Yeah,
and then in 2008-9, or like months after I bought it, the economy tubes and the property's worth $545,000. Okay,
oh, wow.
Not a good thing. And,
right.
and looking at the longevity and crawling out of that when most bars last 5 years, and then you got your employees stealing from you. I love them to death. And then you got your friends that are supposed to be your friends that you're giving a gig and they're stealing from you.
Right.
Then you're just like, and then the lawsuits come, for me, that didn't work. But come on. All right. You just lost on Southside Steve's Price is Right. No, I would say to CJ, but your business, you're exactly right. And the cool thing about your location, and again, make no mistake about it, the Yeah Come On show is loving on Balance Salon. There's no doubt about it. This is shameless shit. And I'm going to be that guy because I can be that guy because I've been around a long time. My two partners here, priorities on cutting hair ain't no damn priority. But for me, it is. And they're indulging me in putting CJ over on the Yeah Come On show because the price is right. The cut is equal to any buckhead cut. And I got to tell you, if you get off the interstate at Lenox and you try to navigate the roads, you will get to that salon maybe 2 minutes quicker than driving up 400, going 285. CJ's all interstate. And then you exit Ashford Dunwoody. She's 2 lights on the right. That's easy peasy. And
the parking's amazing. The parking, hands down.
Yeah, and it's free. It's free parking.
Free parking.
Brett, do you want a makeover? Do I need to give Brett a makeover? Do you want one?
I've never had one.
Come on, Brett.
What does it consist of?
My hands all
updating
over
your
hair.
look. Oh yeah, he likes that.
A head massage.
I've got one of those at Sports Clips, I think, once.
Sports.
Yeah, you get a great clips with all the sailboats in there.
It was the All-Star Special. It kind of confused me. I didn't know if I was at Waffle House or getting my hair cut.
Yeah, and Tyler lost his hair at 12, so there's nothing you can do.
You're not far off, but no, I haven't had to pay for a haircut in a long time.
We do beards.
Yeah, I could definitely. It used to be longer too, so I'll come see you next time. For sure.
Well, one thing I want to put over real quickly and let CJ explain it. And we're going to be talking about this on Rock 100.5 as well as 680 The Fan is going to have CJ on. what she's doing right now on a serious note is she's helping out heroes, givers, so to speak. And it's called Give to Givers. And what she's doing is, whether you're a first responder, whether you're a fireman, a policeman, whether you're an EMT, or whether you're bagging groceries,
Right.
which I consider, we both consider on the front line. And I talked to Brett and I talked to Tyler about this. And Brett, you agreed. You thought it was a cool thing. CJ, explain what you're doing and what you're going to talk about on Atlanta radio for these givers, these people on the front lines.
I've always wanted to do this. I've always, tried to find that, put out to give to the givers, give to who is giving, and they just need some love themselves. Our core mission is balance, in your life, and here to create and to take the weight off. And during this time, they're deserving. I mean, I don't want to waste too much time, but the things that these people are doing are unbelievable. Just even the clients that I've seen who are working right along with just so much sickness, what they've seen inside, that it's just unfortunate that this is not being talked about. But like, one client was telling me the other day that his sister-in-law was working on an Asian man, and everyone's like, whoa. And he got it, had other problems, but he came out of it, and all of a sudden he was MIA, and all the nurses were looking for him. They're like, where's Mr. So-and-so? Well, he was in another room helping some patients because he was a retired nurse from China, and he was in there because he knew exactly what to do, and he was actually teaching a lot of them what to do. Isn't that crazy? So those are the things I hear. Sometimes you have to look away and just wipe a tear or chill. So it's like, what the shit? We got to do something about these people and get them taken care of, and what they've seen and what they're going through. They just really need some love. And this is give us the names, give us the numbers, give them the place. And honestly, everyone's going to be sent like a gift card, and use it at free will, no expiration date to it, but just take a breath when they can take a breath.
Wow. So you're going to give away, a haircut to a guy, haircut to a girl, or maybe a blowout. We're not going to get into colors. That's a little extreme. But if you want your haircut, just seriously, you laugh. Coloring is expensive and it's crazy. And it comes down to who colored your hair last. What am I dealing with? No, we're keeping it simple. But CJ doesn't have to do this. Balance Salon doesn't have to do this. So the fact you're giving out a haircut for a man or a woman, or like a blowout, if a woman wants to, she's planning on going out in 3 weeks, and she hasn't washed her hair because she's been working on the front line and putting it in a ponytail at the grocery store. Maybe she wants to look nice one night, and that's what it's for. So if you know somebody that truly has put themselves out there, and you know who I'm talking about, and if you don't know somebody, that's fine. But if you do, then contact Balance Salon. You go to their email address and go to Give for Givers. And the rest of it, it'll lead you through it on how you can actually do something very sweet for one of these people. And CJ will honor that. And that's taking money out of her pocket, which she's already had money out of her pocket. But that's a cool thing. And you want to do this, and you also don't care if other hair salons do the exact same thing. You're hoping other hair salons do.
Yeah, if anything,
Steve, we're going to get interrupted here. I hate to interrupt.
No problem. No problem. We get interrupted because time is money. So right now I want to throw it to a psychiatrist that can help you. This is Dave Markwell. This is Ridgeline Counseling. This is somebody you might need to talk to for whatever you're going through. Yeah, come on.
My name is David Markwell. I'm with the Ridgeline Counseling and proud sponsor of the Yelp Show. We have offices near the Marietta Square in the East Cobb area of Shallowford Road and Johnson Ferry, and also an extension site in the Fannin County area outside of Blue Ridge, Georgia. We provide counseling for couples, families, individuals, children, substance use issues, relationship issues as well. We accept insurance, provide all the professional counseling that you need, have 6 on staff with me, so we definitely can meet those needs for you as well. Also got to provide counseling. I've known Steve for about 19, 20 years and been able to provide some counseling for Steve and Amanda, and now they're on their second child. So apparently counseling can help. Yeah, come on.
Thank you, David Markwell and Ridgeline Counseling, helping people that need help. And right now, the pandemic, loss of money. Are you about to go through a divorce? Are you going through some issues? Do you just think you're nuts and you want to be a better person and not tell anybody about it? Go to David Markwell, because there's a lot of stupidity out there. Get right. It's one life. Live it right. Take a step back, reflect, look at yourself and go, maybe the problem's me.
What's wrong with your head, man?
Yeah. Now, we're right back to the Yeah Come On show. And CJ, we wanted to actually ask you some questions. Again, CJ, the owner of Balance Salon, where one Southside Steve goes, where I get colored. You do a wonderful job. My highlights are brilliant. I want more of them, although my wife says I look too much like a girl. Whatever. But Brett Barney, famous, infamous, I should say, for his questions. I'm scared to death to turn you loose, but if anybody can handle you, CJ can. So go ahead.
Come on.
So first off, I want to start a little bit more serious, put my old reporter hat on. Governor Kemp said if somebody coughs or sneezes while you're cutting their hair or doing their nails, you can ask them to leave. Is that a policy that you will implement?
Absolutely. I mean, common sense, but state board did put out the new regulations during this morning. So we are to wear masks fully and even, just fully covered. But yeah, if someone's having a little cough attack, please leave.
Well, because I know that like with pollen and the season it is, like I'll sneeze, like I might walk outside, come back in and then sneeze, but it's just like one and that just be it allergies.
Well, that's a really good idea because I can do an email blast out there asking them to take your, your Allegra, your Flonase, your Zyrtec. That way we don't go a little crazy here and, shamed. But, that's a good idea. It's a good marketing right there.
Did you get more calls from your clients or from your employees during this quarantine?
I talked to my employees or my coworkers, employees, partners, whatever they are. I talk to them on a daily because each one of us have had our, fall on our face moments. So probably them and my admin, who is absolutely wonderful. She lives in Colorado. So she's been responding, and I have some really just great front support that all they're doing all day is just responding to the clients all day.
What do you think about a lot of these amateur haircuts that are going on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, all over social media? Are bowl cuts back? Come on, say yes.
They say anytime there's like some type of, economic growth or loss, either short or skirts get shorter or they get longer. So now maybe the bowl cut, the Dorothy Hamill, could be coming back now due to this, and we'll go with that.
Amateur bull crap. Would you recommend one for Southside?
I've dreamt of cutting his hair. I've dreamt of it, and it's. I've come up with some pretty good ideas, but I can't do it. I'll have to pay someone to do it.
Thank you.
Who do you think spends more each month? Southside on his hair or me on my car payments?
She doesn't look right.
I mean, no. Just think about it.
What
Car
kind of car
payment for Southside's hair.
What's your ride, man? What's your ride?
Grand Cherokee Overland.
Your payments.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I truly think Steve probably spends more on his hair.
Brett, in order to look good, I did go to CJ's. Also, CJ doesn't do just hair, but I did get a little Botox through a connection with her too. And that was costly. That was costly. And here's what I did. I got Botox 5 days before this crap hit and shut down. I've been looking 25 years old, and I can't show it off to anybody.
Right on. Right.
When you see
that sucks.
When you see Southside on the books, do you have to mentally prepare yourself for him to show up?
I can't wait.
Oh,
just hand graze my
sweet.
ass.
If I started a timer from the second he walked in the door, at what time would I stop it would be the first time he hit on you? How much time would be on that timer?
Oh, as soon as he walks in.
1 second. Booyah.
I always compliment her toes or her hair or the amount of clothing she's not wearing.
He's educated me on some good stuff that I didn't know. I don't have a brother, so I come from a house of girls. So I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Little male insight. Yeah.
Jeez.
Tyler. Yeah, look, here's the thing.
What's up?
To you, Brett, and Tyler, I will tell you, because Tyler's a dating man. Brett's currently in a relationship that'll just crumble any minute now.
But, baby.
But I want to. Hi, I'm Brett, and I'm in love. And the one mistake I won't make is taking this girl to Germany. Thank God they canceled it.
Oh yeah, they did cancel Oktoberfest.
There'll be no Oktoberfest, therefore there'll be no breakup. No, I'm good at dating. Brett took his last girlfriend to Oktoberfest, spent all that money, and then dumped her ass. Makes no sense.
Things happen. Life changes. I don't know. Who's the most famous person's hair you've ever cut, worked on, anything like that? Are you able to name names? Name them.
Yeah. I've got a bunch. TLC, Elton John.
What?
Damn.
Yep. Elton John. I mean, he doesn't have any hair, so I kind of worked on his wig, and then I cut trimmed up his band. They were really cool. Anita Baker. This is like when I first moved in. I was still involved with like movies and whatnot. So yeah, there's a handful. It's kind of like when So Def was coming in and all that, all those bands.
How long did you, because I met you because you were at our radio station, how long did you do the Burt Show? And didn't you do a lot of charitable events with him as well?
You are correct on that, Stefan. We did Bert's big adventure for about, so his oldest is 16, 17. So I knew Hayden like when he was born. So yeah, 13 years. 13 years.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Started right from the beginning, right when everyone just kind of moved here, but you were still the hottest.
That's only because he's sitting right there.
I had a client that was obsessed with him and swore up and down. I'm like, who are you talking about? She's like, oh my God, Southside. Yeah. She's like, I'm going to marry him. And yeah.
Go ahead and open her up, Brett. See if you can't swallow that thing in.
That was the wrong one.
Yeah, way to go.
I very rarely hit the wrong one. So.
Way to ruin my moment, Tyler, you dick.
I forgot you said Brett's name in that one. Anyway.
No, that's flattering. That's flattering. You've had a couple of, I think I've got an ex-girlfriend that still comes into your place every once in a while. So there's been, I mean, it's a fabulous place. I turn everybody onto it. Anybody I can get in there,
Is Steve a good tipper?
Excellent tipper. Excellent.
I've done a lot for two of her girls for sure.
Yeah, just
But you know what I did for CJ one year, and it was the least I could do? I bought you. I remembered. I bought her a watch from D. Geller.
Yes, I love that watch.
What? Yeah, you
and this year,
your sponsorship or whatever.
This year, all we got was we gave you a cheap ass scarf, but it was nice. I mean, it was an expensive scarf, but it's a nice.
Here.
You've got my scarf.
Please grab it.
I want to get it.
It's from where do we get
Thank
it?
you for this honor.
By the way, Tyler, that's a great drop if you want it. Oh, please grab it.
Which one?
I just said that. Oh, please grab it.
Oh.
Yeah. It's around here somewhere. I
No
walk
worries.
naked with it.
It's from Anthropology.
It is.
So
It's from Anthropology.
I'm not. Yeah, I get a discount there because my mother-in-law works there. So don't hate me for getting 20% off, but I did.
Yeah, I've got the candle right here.
I mean, if you run low on toilet paper, that scarf will be perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there it is. Look, that's her candle. I got her candle too. Gentlemen, I do what I do.
Oh, my Lord. Where'd you get that thing from? You steal that off your mom's mantle or something?
Nah,
Okay.
it's from Anthropology. It's my
Oh, that
favorite.
one too? Okay.
Anthropology.
Anywhere Steve can get a discount, he'll buy a gift for somebody.
Now, hold on. It's time. Wait. Who is that? Now, I just want to talk to CJ. I never met you, but my baby boy is Tyler. He's my love, and he's the sweetest boy. I wish he knew to give gifts too. He's never given me anything other than the gift of hate. He's a savage. He's not the nicest boy. I've heard he's been quite curt with Southside today too. I just wanted to say hi, and that maybe one day Tyler will get me a hairdo with you.
Shout out, Mom.
And I'm Brett's mom. I've been smoking a lot for years. Brett's living at home with me right now. And I got to tell you, I've been getting perms. I do it myself. I might need a little help there. Brett, you think you could help Mama?
I mean, Steve, you want to help Mama? You want to help Mama Barney? You want to hook it up?
Whatever I can do for Mama Barney. By the way, CJ, when Brett
watches?
Huh?
She gonna get scarf scandals and watches?
Yeah. No, CJ deserves anything I can give her. She's a rock star.
I still wear my watch. I love it.
Oh, you're sweet. You know what? Just wear it when it works with the outfit, girl. You might wear it once, twice, 20 times a year. I get it.
I know it.
So you've dealt with a lot of famous people. Have you ever kept anyone's hair clippings or trimmings?
No. No. It's a
Am I
follicle.
creepy?
Is it weird? Are you married?
Currently.
Together?
No. Currently uncoupled.
Oh, okay.
Uncoupled. Yes.
In other words, they're taking a moment. Figure it out.
Uncoupled.
Has anybody ever tried to, as you would feel, use you to get you to do their hair for free? Because I feel like if anybody would do that, it would be Steve.
He done it.
He's easy on the wallet. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got to take sunglasses off on this one. This is a very serious question.
Okay.
If a 55-year-old man walked into your salon, is a ponytail the hairstyle you would recommend for him?
I have been, I've consulted men to grow their hair long.
How long?
But wear it in a ponytail?
Well, the man bun is in, you know,
Okay,
so when they take that down, I mean,
Is it 2018 again?
Pardon?
Is it 2018 again? Oh, Jesus, Steve.
Oh,
Dude,
my
you look like a
Lord.
dick.
Luscious. Look at that. Look at that mane.
If you have it down, I can't see.
I had it down. I'm putting it back into a man bun now. It's really kind of cool, man. I like the brown, the gray, and the highlights all blending together. It's like a wave. It's like a wave crashing. I think I'm gonna call this the tsunami.
Dude, you look like a jalopy. Like somebody's old beat up car that's paint's decided to change a little, and then they messed the door up, so they put a different color.
3 different shades. Yeah.
The spoiler is a totally different color than the rest of the car.
We're going down the road. Yeah.
Whatever. Take your shot. Any more question for the fabulous CJ?
Okay. I'll knock these out quick. I got 3 more. I once tried to start beef with another podcast. They couldn't handle the heat. Do you have beef with any other salon?
I did long time ago. Just one. Long story. It was a cat fight.
Oh.
I mean, we didn't go at it, but there were high society people involved with a certain situation, and 2 salons merged together to do a charitable huge party, and she kind of overstepped her boundaries with a few things, but yeah, we were at it for a little while.
This one's kind of off the cuff based on what you just said. With the movie industry coming to Atlanta and you dealing with celebrities, has that kind of changed your business?
Yeah, for the better, for sure. I just did, what was the band, Steve, that I just did?
Van Halen.
Limp Bizkit.
Rob Thomas.
Rob Thomas.
That was just a few weeks ago. No, we've had some people in the salon, just they film a lot around Park Place or in Dunwoody because they're very giving like that compared to like Buckhead and Midtown where they don't want it much anymore. So there's constant filming. So saw Zac Efron just hanging out right in front of the salon, and just they come in, they're like, "Can you trim up?" We're like, "Sure." Yeah, it's great.
Hey, I'm about to shoot a video. Can you give me a little trimmy trim? Just real quick.
Sure. Yeah.
What do? They just tip you because there is no charge for the trimmy trim.
Yeah. Clean up, no charge, but definitely slip us something.
Oh,
Okay, now.
that's a question
Oh, I pay for my haircut back in the day.
I've always wondered about this. So like I tip my normal percentage, like when I get a haircut because I'm cheap, it's like a $20 haircut. So like you throw like a 25% tip on top. Yeah, Steve, I'm not in your range, bud. I have car payments. All right. I told you this. When Christmas comes around, I try and do like a 50% tip. Is that normal? Because people say like around Christmas, like, who are you going to tip extra? Like for me, your barber. I know people talk about mailmen. Is that normal in your industry, like around Christmas to double up a tip?
For sure. Yes, absolutely.
Does Steve do that?
Yes. With candles.
I want to find something Steve doesn't do. I want him to mess up so I can give him a hard time about this.
Dude, here's what I do. Let me just tell you this. I care about people in general.
Yes.
Even if they can't do anything for me, I care about people. But when you can do something for me and you're the best at what you do and you give me the best shot at having the best first impression or walking around looking my best, I'm going to take care of you. And that's what Balance Salon does.
Yeah. He's one of my faves.
Using airlines as our reference points here, which hair salon do you consider to be the Spirit Airlines? Which one would you consider the Southwest? And who would you consider to be Delta?
Oh, gosh. I'm Delta.
That's kind of what I figured. You're very much so Delta.
Yes. Yes. Because we have good customer service and we always ask you, what can we do for you? We're happy, we're healthy, we're enthusiastic. So we're ready to fly.
Now, who would be in the Southwest, the silver medal range?
You're bad.
That's what I'm here for. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. You want to go to Germany?
Brett's like, say that again a couple times. Hold on.
You're bad. You can record that and use it.
Yeah, that'll be a drop. That'll come back.
I don't know. I can't go there because right now we're trying to give to the givers.
Yeah. Okay. Then let's go here. Who's
Email
Spirit
going off
Airlines?
like crazy.
Who's Spirit? I hate Spirit. So,
Is that like your sports clips?
Who's Spirit right now are the cosmetologists going into people's homes or people thinking that's okay to go to their homes. So my respect for those people out there are cosmetologists who are doing that because you're in a home, you're not in a sanitized salon that follows state board. That's your Spirit. That is a shame. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Because the whole world gone crazy!
And I think there's a lot of people that have done that, and I never even asked you because it's first off, it's unprofessional. Second off, I'm just not going to do that. It's all about the workplace, and I know that it's sanitary there. So that's a selfish move and reckless. I agree. Anybody
the liability alone. I mean, it just whatever. It's on fabric. It's all over the place. And little Johnny just wiped his nose on something. Then you touch it. Then you stick it up your nose or in your eye. It's just common sense. So
my old barber has gone mobile.
I just don't know. Gross. Liabilities.
Can't do that, Brett.
You're looking to get on Judge Judy. That's all you can say.
Yeah.
This is my off the wall question. Southside, as you may know, is about to have his second kid. I'm unsure if you have children or not. I recently found out that you cannot go to Chuck E. Cheese and enjoy a nice beer and a pizza if you do not have a child with you, if you're over a certain age.
Does that upset you?
Would you ever be willing to lend your child to somebody so that they could go to Chuck E. Cheese for a nice slice and a beer?
You're crazy.
Steve's about to have two of them. I'm just saying, we have a cash cow right here.
You can put a bib on and you can go with him. How about that?
Steve, would you lend her your kid so she could go to Chuck E. Cheese, get a beer and a pizza? Yeah,
because I trust her. If she wanted a pizza, I would let her use my son.
Steve's got the nicest ass on any boy I've ever seen.
Now, what about me? Can I borrow one of your kids?
You?
Yeah.
Hell no.
That's a good move.
I think you can go. I never knew that.
You can't go without a kid, and you can only have like 2 or 3 adults per kid.
Well, why not go to Dave and Buster's?
Because they don't have a ball pit.
Do you even have to ask?
I mean, duh.
Good God. Well, that is Brett Barney.
Yeah,
That's what he does, CJ. One thing that we do on the Come On show, especially if we have a business person on, is we like to give them a cigarette break, and that's the time frame in which a person smokes a cigarette. You have that long. You don't have to use that long. But I would like for you to promote yourself, what you're doing, your girls, or anything you'd like to say to our listeners and our watchers on the Come On show.
I'm going to read something that I wrote.
Do it.
So the core mission of Balance Salon has always been to create and offer the counterweight of life stresses. We strive to give balance in our guests and their lives. And now, more than ever, we want to be that balance. Our stylists are passionate about creating not only beautiful work in hair and design, but an oasis for each and every guest. We work passionately so the individual sitting in our chair feels appreciated, revived, and alive. We want to be that balance for the forefront line, combating the world's current circumstances. We notice you, we refresh you, we revive you. With our heart of a soldier, the soul of a small business, and the strength of a family, we give to the givers right now. We want our community to gather in spirit. We want to hear your stories. Nominate someone you know, braving the front line, who deserves a few salon services on the house. Our family is ready to give back. But that's pretty much what we are in a shell. We just want to give
awesome.
back.
Is there like a social media hashtag or link we can add to this podcast for people to come and read more? Or?
I mean, I guess you can just link up the website. Everything. The website's awesome. Everything's right there. But you could just do hashtag. I can create it tonight. Give to a giver. You know, easy, done.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Balance Salon, again, located in the Park Place Shopping Center. Now, that's over by Cafe Intermezzo, Alon's Bakery, which has been around forever, right across from Perimeter Mall. It's like 2 traffic lights once you exit going outside the perimeter on 285 on Ashford Dunwoody. So that's how you get to Balance Salon. You can contact them either on their website, Balance Salon Boutique, or you can actually just give them a phone call. It's real easy to find them. And I suggest you do. I want to thank you, CJ, for being on the Come On show. And I do want to do something special here, guys. It's been a crazy show. These are crazy times, but hopefully we helped out a small business person that's trying to give to others. Give to givers. Again, go to balancesalonboutique.com. I'm Southside Steve. That's Brett Barney. That's Tyler Maynard. This is the Come On Show, brought to you by OxygenFinancial.com. Ridgeline Counseling with Dr. Dave Markwell and Circle285.com. Be safe, take care, and we'll see you out bowling soon.